What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Lucid Daily. And guys, today we have to watch a video that CNN posted about Lucid, and they compare it pretty heavily against Tesla. And I want to go ahead and go over the comparison with you guys of exactly what CNN thinks of Lucid compared to Tesla. It's actually pretty interesting and it's pretty entertaining. CNN absolutely slams Tesla in this 2.5 minute, 2 minute and 15-second video. So let's go ahead and watch it. I'll commentate along the way. And then at the end of the video, we'll go ahead and go over the stock price action, exactly what's going on in the markets today and what we can expect going forward. So let's go ahead and get started with the video. So the video opens up with this beautiful shot of the Dream Edition is gold. I do not know if it's the performance. I think it's the performance and not the range. So let's go ahead and listen.
This is the Lucid Air Dream Edition. We are finally getting close to what teenage me hoped the car of the future would be like.
So apparently for Peter, the car of the future was definitely not the Tesla. So apparently the car of the future for Peter was Lucid. So I thought that was a funny, very first jab within the first 10 seconds. Let's continue. It gets better from here. Just keep watching.
Except maybe a little bit cheaper.
This top-of-the-line version we drove will set you back about $170,000. But before you check your bank account, it's sold out. This car has about 500 miles of range and 900.
See, I think they're driving the performance because the Dream Edition range has over 500 miles of range.
33 horsepower.
The range version has 500 miles of range, and I don't think the performance has quite 500, but it's close.
Which no one needs other than for bragging rights. In a gas car with that horsepower, look at Bugatti, you can hear the engine working as hard as it can to get that power. In an electric car, it sounds like nothing at all.
I'll be honest, I didn't love this bunch of chrome across the front when I first saw the car. It reminded me of a Razor coming down the street. But it's grown on me. And I love the little touch of retro on the badges.
Lucid did a good job here of deciding when to use screens and when to use knobs, versus a lot of other cars that over-rely on screens to make a less expensive interior.
And that's a direct shot at Tesla. I mean, it's pretty obvious that they are making these shots pretty directly at Tesla, and with the knobs right there and overusing screens, which I thought is kind of funny. But anyways, it's funny that they're taking so many, like they're almost taking more jabs at Tesla than they are like compliments at Lucid. So that's interesting.
My one quibble is the door handles.
On the inside, the plastic trigger mechanism feels shockingly cheap.
That's actually the second time I've heard that, which is interesting.
On the outside, you have to turn your hand over to open the pop-up door handles from the underside, versus more comfortably grabbing from the top.
Yeah, I wonder if Lucid's going to keep all of their cars at that same door handle. I wonder if they're going to change it at all. Like from the S to the 3, there's a big difference. I wonder if Lucid's going to follow something similar, or if they're going to keep the door handles all the way through.
A minor quibble. But, you know, this is an expensive car.
Now, the Lucid Air has already won Motor Trend Car of the Year, marking the first time any company ever won Motor Trend Car of the Year with their first car. In the decade it's been in development, Lucid has made some battery and efficiency breakthroughs. Tesla has been the champ in terms of energy efficiency, but the Lucid Air beats the efficiency of Tesla's nearest competitor, the Model S. There's one thing that Tesla still definitely doesn't have, and that's quality.
I actually saw a little bit of a conversation on this on Twitter. They were a Tesla, somebody that obviously I love both companies, but somebody pointed out that like CNN is putting Tesla in a bad light by using their old interior by putting Tesla in a bad light by using their old interior, because as you know, Tesla now has the Plaid that has the horizontal screen and the Plaid steering wheel. So a lot of people have like that. The interior has gotten a lot better. So, I mean, it's kind of putting Tesla in an unfair light, even though they have improved some of those things.
They have a lot of reliability issues. And that is a weak point that I think Lucid could maybe capitalize on. If they could build these cars and build them well, then you'd start getting a lot of Tesla fans maybe starting to change their minds.
They took some pretty heavy shots at Tesla there, especially at the end, saying that Teslas aren't reliable. And I mean, it's kind of ironic that CNN put this video after they had the recall of all their cars. And granted, recalls are normal. I get that. But man, CNN absolutely slammed Tesla. And I wonder if it's if it has anything to do with Elon saying that he's going to vote Republican. coming this fall rather than Democrat. And obviously, CNN is more of a left-leaning news station, news source. And so you're starting to see a lot of these jabs. But nonetheless, I thought it was interesting. I thought it was cool that CNN actually did highlight Lucid, and they did a fairly short review on it, and it was very interesting. Nothing that we didn't learn anything too crazy. But today is actually the last day before the price increases on all of Lucid's vehicles. So keep an eye out for that. I mean, you have a couple more hours until midnight tonight before you can lock in those prices. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and dive into the stock price action and everything that happened today. So if you go ahead and pull up Lucid, let me go ahead and throw up my screen here. Lucid was up 1.7% on the day today and up another 0.5% in the after hours. I haven't seen any real news in the after hours other than the prices are going up. So, I mean, that really won't have an effect on the stock price at all. But hopefully it helps maintain, they can get better margins on their cars with these increasing prices. They don't have to eat the cost of supplies going up. So Lucid was up 1.7% today, and they were up 0.5% in the after hours. Lucid is at $20 a share. And over the last 5 days, they're up 12%. Let's go ahead and look at Tesla and see what they have done over the last 5 days. So they actually outpaced Tesla today. Over the last 5 days, Tesla is up 16%. So over the last week, Tesla is outpacing them. So, but in terms of the overall market, if you look at just the S&P 500 index fund, Lucid did outpace the S&P, which was interesting. It was kind of an odd day. You had some news come out from the Federal Reserve and Jerome Powell, and they're meeting with Biden. Nothing really happened with that. Like, I thought we were going to get some sort of news like everything's looking good or things are going to get slightly worse, but we really didn't get any news from that. So not too much to pay attention to from there. And there really, other than that video, there wasn't any news today. The prices are going up tomorrow for Lucid and all of the things and all of their cars. So things to consider. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you haven't yet, consider subscribing. Like always, see you next time. Thanks for watching.